Hi everyone, welcome to this video presentation on star forts and different structures. Today we're gonna look at the samplings of the type of structures that we can find in these regions here. So today we're gonna look at structures here, some of them here in this region, and another sample at the end. I wish to see at the closest to this to the event here, and at the midpoint and towards the end of the where it gets the lowest. This is being the highest region, and this being the lowest region. Lowest region here. Got a nice valley. Okay, so we're gonna be using a Google Earth. So on Google Earth, this translates to this region here, these regions here, and in Ukraine, and we're gonna go into Netherlands and France. We're gonna go see what kind of structures we can find. So for now, I will activate the place mark so we get to see where we can find those structures. Okay, so first we're gonna go in Kazakhstan, I think. Is it Kazakhstan? It's gonna load. In Kazakhstan. So the first structure that we're gonna look at is just below the ground level. We can see parts of it. That's because of the shading. You know, shades created by the sun. So the ones that are notice this round structure here. It seemed to be in the same shape as these other lines that we can see there. Okay, so it's just below ground level. We're gonna go up north. Right here. What kind of fortification do we see? Just below the ground level, and trees were able to grow. Shrubs, grass shrubs are able to grow where the water would accumulate. You can see a nice edge here. So proceeding to the next place. We're not gonna look at all of them. We're just gonna remove some stuff here. Gonna help the loading. Just a few. This one is a good example for where water would accumulate. Okay, so next region. What type of formations do we have here? Just below the ground. So you can see here. We can almost see the shape again. This here. Okay, so this one here. We're gonna take a look at another one on the other side, back in Kazakhstan. Just below the ground level, and it has other points coming. Next region. Okay, so that was in the valley over here. Okay, so now we saw fortifications here and in this region here. So now we're gonna go explore this region. What do we have here? We have diamond-shaped points. Just this layer available. There's a point here that we can see by the tree line and some features on the ground, but it's deeper on the ground. Right. Go see another one. Let's go see this here. Just below the ground level. Small tip. Oh, a big tip here and a smaller tip. And some other angles around it. Very interesting that these forts are all on the ground. Just below them, barely touching the surface. More of a rectangle. Okay, so but this is just the part that we see. Maybe something 5 meters below we will never be able to see, even traces of. Okay, final one here in Russia. Then we will move to another region. They're all pointing, like the big one is always pointing, which makes me think about the ground. It appears that the grounds. What do we have here? Remember this one. I'm gonna stick with the blue ones that I changed to blue for the purpose of this video precisely. Okay, this one, rectangular. Like, take a look at it. Yes, I did. This one here. Again with the arrow. Okay, that direction. And we have other ones. What about these ones here? The arrow pointing that direction. Just below the ground level. Okay, so we took a look at the ones here in this region. That's the one I like. Okay, now we're gonna go in Ukraine. What do we have in Ukraine? Well, it's not very apparent. A little bit. Traces. Oh, there's a mine. There are mines very often around those constructions. Okay, this one here. Oh, that's just leftovers. Okay. Can we see a star fort? We have one here, just below the ground. Just below the ground. Let's go take a look at this one here. Just below the ground too. Oh, we've got two arrows. One big one like this, and the other one straight down. Oh, interesting. This is interesting. One. Okay. I don't want to go too much in detail. We're just sampling. Okay, so these ones too, they're pretty much at ground level. Another one here, ground level, below the ground. It's not really at ground level, it's below the ground. What else do we wanted to look at? Okay, we're gonna go in the Netherlands. The Netherlands and this region, all this region, okay? That's where you can find the most beautiful places. Okay, so we're gonna go in Netherlands. I like to go Middelburg. It's a nice example, Middelburg. Get this here all around. You've got the remaining pattern around here, the other side. Another good example that I like is this one here. And then we can go to Lièvre, which has a nice structure. You'll see those lines? And all over the place you can find those fortifications. Another one here. That's a nice place. Okay, so we've got a good view at this here. The collection is starting to get bigger and bigger. You've got places that are very nice, like here, this region. You can see this pattern, this here, which is again, you always have those, always. So I think that this is going with this here. Okay, another pattern that I wish to, because when you have a lot of places listed, you get to see patterns, some very nice patterns. Like for instance, if you take, let's go see this city, Glasgow. You can see that there's the center of the city, but there's a bunch of structures related to it, and it forms some kind of a circle. Sometimes you have a lot of buildings, part of the structure. Sometimes I couldn't identify everything yet. Okay. So let me see. You want to see Strasbourg, and there's this place here, Metz, that you can find structures that are part of this larger structure. And all over the place. In France, we have Dijon. And we have another one here. Okay, but again, I'm missing a lot of castles and places like that in France and UK. I've not listed those places yet. Okay, and if you go to Italy, you have places like this, right? And Manova, which is very beautiful. You can see multiple rooms. And you've got Rome, and you've got Venice. It has a lot of stuff going around Venice. Okay. But the most impressive place I've seen so far that features this kind of big superstructure is in Romania. Bucharest, to be more precise. Look at this. It only appears to have shifted here, creating an opening here, and there are two missing. I didn't find them yet. Maybe this region here, but whatever. For the moment. But look, this one is the most perfect circle around. So I think that when we look at, they're supposed to be like this, even more perfect. Okay, perfect circle. I think they're supposed to be perfect circles. And so when you look at places like here, Lyon, I think it's because the place got wrecked. And there's a lot of ground displacement. Big pieces, big parts of the structures being moved. Moved by what? By water and dirt and everything coming from after the event. Okay, so in the collection right now, I've got over 3,000 locations. This is Europe so far. Okay, there's a lot to be added. Yeah. Russia, and over here India and China, Philippines, and those countries. I've got nothing yet in Australia, but I know there's a lot of stuff to cover in Australia, so it's gonna be very nice to explore this place. Okay, so you've got Africa, mostly on the coastlines, sometimes inland, but not a lot of inland compared to the coastline. And you've got North America. See this one here? I think it's Port Churchill. Yeah. Go take a look at the fortification. You see? The first ring is pretty nice. With the openings. And this bit left of the... But that's way up north. And on the other side you've got remnants of something. The openings. Look at this. What happened here? Looks like it got zapped. Wow. Okay. So North America has a lot of, but then again, most of those places, like the places that we explored, um, they're just below the ground level. Most of them. We're gonna go to Metropolis. There's something nice here. Look, two, uh, two of them, side by side. Again, just below the ground level. And we're gonna take a look at South America. There's again very little in the land, mostly around the continental mass. Okay, so that covers it pretty much. Eh? So we saw that these forts they've been flooded somehow, some way. What was that? I've been checking out some mud volcanoes, and in Ukraine, I discovered that this region here, there's a lot of no, sorry, this region here, there's a lot of mud volcanoes. So I gotta look into this a little bit deeper. Okay, well, thank you for your time. Have a nice day.